पूरा हुआ सफर। जो भी था अपना आज हुआ सारा सपना। भूल गए निज घर की राह, पाए दुख ना जिसकी था। पग पग पर खाए ठोकर, चूर हो गए हो थक कर। तो पूरा हुआ सफर। चलो मुसाफिर अपने घर, अब तो पूरा हुआ सफर। अगर मगर की छोड़ डगर, नजर करो ना और किधर। अब तो पूरा हुआ सफर। चलो मुसाफिर अपने घर, अब तो पूरा हुआ सफर। Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Good morning. Today, Baba is saying, that you children come in this world and having been into this game of maze, you have forgotten yourself, you have forgotten the father, you have forgotten the home. And that is why you cry out, because you forgot everything. And you cry out that you take us away from this world of sorrow and peacelessness to the world of peace and happiness. And because you forgot, you just got tangled in this world. Now Baba is saying this drama is now ending and we now have to return home. Do you want to return home? Do you see we see the signs in the world that this Tamo Pradhan old world in which there is no happiness, there is no comfort, there is no peace. Every soul is in discomfort and everyone wants to get liberated. So Baba is saying, I have come to take you all back home. Do you want to stay here or you want to go home? Earlier you used to say destruction, destruction, and we did not see the signs, but now we can see everything in full force. Everywhere we see the signs of destruction. Everything is in extreme. Nature is also showing its form. Human souls also show their form. There are so many directions, difference of opinion, and because human souls are Tamo Pradhan, they all have so much sorrow and peacelessness, whether it's relationship, wealth, or health. There is no comfort anywhere in today's life. So Baba is saying, children, you should have now disinterest from this old world. What has Baba given us? Baba has given us disinterest. Disinterest from this old world, old relations, old body, because the whole world is sinful. And only when we have disinterest, we will go home. Until and unless we will have disinterest, we won't be able to go home. So, when a soul is about to leave a body, until and unless if the soul has any attachment, the soul would not be able to leave the body. The moment soul destroys all the attachment, the soul can leave the body. So Baba is also saying, children, you forget this old body, old world, and we now have to go home. Baba has come to take us all back home, and that is why we all have to prepare to go home. Are we preparing? Do we have to prepare, or we have already prepared? We are already prepared to go home. We have to prepare to go home. How long will we prepare to go home? How long would you take to get prepared to go home? Now it's time to be ever ready. Our stage should be such that we are ever ready. Whenever Baba wants to call, this soul can fly. That should be our preparation. And Baba comes to give one direction, and the scripture for this direction is Gita. And Baba gives us one direction and establishes one kingdom. In the golden age, there won't be any conflict. There will be just one religion, one language, one kingdom. Everything will be one. So Baba is taking us to such a world. Now let's listen to Baba's Murli. Today is 10th October. Essence, sweet children, you receive one direction from the one Father. It is called an undivided direction. It is by following this undivided direction that you become deities. Question: what main thing have human beings forgotten in this game of the maze? And answer: having gone to the game of the maze, they have forgotten their way home. They don't know when or how they can return home. The Father has now come to take all of you back with him. Your effort now is to go beyond sound to the sweet home. Song. O traveler of the night, do not become weary. Your days of happiness are about to come. Om Shanti. According to the drama plan, no one else can understand the meaning of this song. There are some songs composed by people outside that can help you. You children understand that you are now becoming deities. Just as those who study worldly studies say that they are becoming doctors and barristers, so it is in your intellects that you are becoming deities for a new world. So is it in your intellect? Do you remember that we are becoming deities? Baba has given us the aim and objective, yes. Just how Brahma Baba had that awareness all the time that I'm going to become this, we should also have that awareness constantly that this is what we are becoming. Only you have these thoughts. That new world, the golden age, is called the land of immortality. At present, there is no golden age or kingdom of deities. That cannot exist here. You know that you have been around the cycle and reached the end of the Iron Age. The cycle does not enter the intellect of anyone else. They say that the duration of the golden age is hundreds of thousands of years. You children have the faith that the cycle really does turn every 5,000 years. Human beings only take 84 births. There is an account. This deity religion is called an undivided religion. There is also the undivided scripture. There is only one of those. Otherwise, there are innumerable religions, innumerable scriptures everywhere. You are only one. You receive one direction from the one. This is called the undivided direction. It is you who receive the undivided direction. This study is to become deities. This is why the Father is called the ocean of knowledge and knowledgeful. Because this is study and ocean of knowledge, the knowledgeful one is teaching us. You children understand that God is teaching you for the new world. Do not forget this. That God is teaching us for the new world. Would students in a school forget their teacher? No. Those living at home with their families study in order to attain a better position. You are also studying while living at home with your families in order to progress. It should enter your hearts that you are studying with the unlimited Father. Shiv Baba is Baba and Prajapita Brahma is Baba. The name Prajapita Brahma Adi Dev is very well known. It is just that he existed in the past, just as Gandhiji also existed in the past. They called him Bapuji, but they don't think he was that. They just say it. Shiv Baba really is that. Brahma Baba is also that. And a physical father is really like that. However, they call the mayor of a city father only for the sake of it. So Shiv Baba, Brahma Baba and the physical father are the fathers. But other than that, they say father to others for the sake of it. All those are artificial, whereas this one is real. The Father, the Supreme Soul, comes and makes souls belong to Him through Prajapita Brahma. He must definitely have many children. All are the children of Shiv Baba. Everyone remembers him. Nevertheless, some don't even accept him. They are firm atheists who say that this world is created with a thought. The Father now explains to you, keep it in your intellects that you are studying. What would the firm atheist say? The firm atheist say that this world is created through a thought because they don't believe in God. The Father now explains to you, keep it in your intellects that you are studying and that it is Shiv Baba who is teaching you. You remember this firmly that Shiv Baba is teaching us. Remember this day and night. It is this that Maya makes you forget again and again. This is why you have to remember Baba. You forget all three, the Father, the Teacher, and the Satguru. He is only one, but you still forget him. It is in this that you battle with Ravan. The Father says, O souls, you were Sato Pradhan and have now become Tamo. You were Sato Pradhan and have now become Tamo Pradhan. You were pure when you were in the land of peace. No soul can stay above without purity. Without purity, the soul cannot go home. This is why all souls call out to the Purifier Father. When everyone has become impure and tamopradhan, the Father comes and says, I make you satopradhan. When you were all in the land of peace, you were pure. No impure souls can stay there. Everyone definitely has to experience punishment and become pure. No one can return home without becoming pure, although they say that so and so has merged into the Brahma element, or that so and so has merged into the element of light. All of those are the innumerable ideas of the path of devotion. This is your undivided direction. Only the one Father can change you from humans into deities. Every cycle, the Father comes to teach you. His act continues exactly as it did in the previous cycle. This drama is eternally predestined. The world cycle continues to turn. There is the golden age, the silver age, and the copper age, and iron age. And then there is this confluence age. The main religions are Deism, Islamism, Buddhism, and Christianism. They are those who have a kingdom. There is no kingdom of the Brahmins or of the Kauravas. You children now have to remember the unlimited Father again and again. You can also explain to worldly Brahmins. Baba has told you many times. First, there is the Brahmin top knot. You are first the progeny of Brahma. You know that later on the path of devotion, You are the ones who become worshippers from being worthy of worship. You are now becoming worthy of worship. Those worldly Brahmins are householders and not sannyasis. Sannyasis are hatha yogis. They force themselves to leave their households. Hatha yogis teach many types of yoga. There is a museum of hatha yogis in Jaipur. Has anyone seen the museum in Jaipur for hatha yogis? But there are no images of Raja Yoga there. It is only in the Dilwala temple that there are the images of Raja Yoga. There is no museum of that. There are so many museums of Hatha Yoga. It is only in Bharat that they have temples of Raja Yoga. This museum is in the living form. You are sitting here in your living form. People don't know where heaven is. In Dilwala temple, you are shown seated on the ground doing tapasya. That is a complete memorial of you. Heaven is portrayed above you. People do believe that heaven is up above. This cycle continues to turn. After half a cycle, heaven will go down below, and then at the end of a cycle, heaven will come up above. No one knows how long its duration is. The Father has explained the whole cycle to you. When each when each cycle comes to an end, you take this knowledge and go up above, and then a cycle starts afresh. You should turn this around in your intellects. When those people study knowledge, they have their books, etc., in their intellects. This too is a study. Keep yourself filled with this. Keep yourself filled with this. Do not forget it. All, old, young, and children have a right to study this study. You simply have to know Alpha. Once you know Alpha, the Father's property will enter your intellects. Even animals keep their children in their intellects. When they go into a forest, they will continue to remember their home and their young ones. They automatically find their young ones. The Father now says, children, constantly remember me alone, and also remember your home from where you came to play your parts. Souls love their home. They remember their home so much, but they have forgotten their way back. They remember home. How do they remember home? Didi is asking. They don't know the home. We now know the home, but we did not know before. Where did we come from? However, no one knows how you can go there or why you are unable to go there. Baba has explained that this is why the game of the maze has been created. Whichever way you go, the gate is closed. You know that the gates to heaven will open after this war. Everyone will leave this land of death. All human beings will go and stay there number wise according to their religions and according to their parts. All of these things are in your intellects. Only Baba can open the gates to heaven. Only when he opens the gate can we go home. Everyone will leave this land of death. All human beings will go and stay there, number wise, according to their religions and according to their parts. All of these things are in your intellects. People beat their heads so much in order to go to the Brahma element. You have to go beyond sound. No sound remains when a soul leaves his body. You children know that. That is your sweet home. There is then the sweet kingdom, the undivided kingdom of the deities. The Father comes and teaches you Raja Yoga. He explains to you this full knowledge from which the scriptures are later created on the path of devotion. You don't need to study those scriptures, etc. now. Old mothers don't study in those schools. Here, everyone studies. You children become deities in the land of immortality. There no such words of defamation are spoken. That if no such words of defamation are spoken in the golden age that can give sorrow to someone. You now know that heaven existed in the past. There is praise of heaven. They built so many temples. They asked them, when did Lakshmi and Narayan exist in the past? They don't know anything at all. You now know that you have to return home. It has been explained to you, children, that the meaning of Om is different from the meaning of hum. So, Om means I am a soul, and hum so means the cycle, that how we souls come into the cycle. They have the meaning of Om and the meaning of hum so the same. You souls are residents of the land of peace. You come down here to play your parts. You become deities, warriors, merchants, and Shudras. Om means I am a soul. There is so much difference. They have taken the meaning of both to be the same. These matters have to be understood with your intellects. Those who don't understand fully continue to nod off all the time. You nod off only when you don't study and when you don't understand and you don't have interest, but when you have interest in this study, you never nod off. You never nod off when you are earning an income. That income is for a temporary period. This income is for. Why does your intellect go here and there? So if you don't understand, your intellect goes here and there. This this income is for half a cycle. You never nod off when you are earning an income. Would you say when you are earning that I'm sleepy? Let's forget it. No one would sleep when you are earning income. So this is also earning. This income that income is for a temporary period. This income is for half a cycle. However, when your intellect wanders off in other directions, you become tired and continue to yawn. You must not sit here with your eyes closed. So nobody's eyes should be closed. You should sit with your eyes open. You know that souls are imperishable and that bodies are perishable. There is the difference of day and night between the way iron-aged residents of hell look at everything and the way you look at everything. I, a soul, am studying with the Father. No one knows that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, the ocean of knowledge comes to teach us. I, a soul, am listening to him. It is only by considering yourselves to be souls and remembering the Father that your sins will be absolved. Your intellects will go up above. Shiv Baba is speaking this knowledge to us. A very refined intellect is required for this. Baba shows you the way to refine your intellects. By considering yourselves to be souls, you will definitely remember the Father. How can you refine your intellect? That you consider yourselves to be souls, you will definitely remember the Father and your intellect will be refined. The reason why you have to consider yourselves to be souls is that you can remember the Father and form that relationship which has been broken for this whole cycle. There is just the reward of happiness and only happiness. There is no question of sorrow there. That is called heaven. Only Heavenly God, the Father, makes you into the masters of heaven. You still forget such a Father. The Father comes and adopts you children. Many children are adopted by the Marwari caste. They become very happy because they have gone into the laps of wealthy ones. Children of the wealthy would never be adopted by the poor. You are the children of Prajapita Brahma. Therefore, you would definitely be mouth-born creations. You children are mouth-born creations. Those creations are born through poison. You you understand the difference in this only when you explain to them. They become mouth-born creations. This is an adoption. A husband considers his wife to belong to him. Is the wife created through poison or through mouth? The wife is a mouth-born creation. Then when they have children, those children are born through poison. The father says, all of you are mouth-born creations. When you said you are mine, you belong to me. When it is said you are mine, you belong to me. When it is said, these are my children, the intoxication rises. Therefore, all of you are mouth-born creations. Souls are not mouth-born creations. Souls are eternal and imperishable. You know how the human world is transferred. You children have received many points. Nevertheless, Baba says, even if you are unable to imbibe anything or speak about anything, simply remember the Father and you will be able to claim a high status. You will be able to claim a status higher than those who give lectures. Simply remember the Father and you will be able to claim a high status higher than those who give lectures. Sometimes even those who give lectures fall due to storms. However, if they didn't fall and simply continue to remember the Father, they could claim a high status. Those who indulge in vice the most, those who indulge in the vices the most, break all their bones, because that is like falling from the fifth floor. Body consciousness is the fifth floor. Lust is the fourth floor. And so on. The Father says lust is the greatest enemy. Some children write, Baba, Baba, I have fallen. For anger, it isn't said that they have fallen. When someone dirties his face, he hurts himself badly. He is unable to tell others that lust is the greatest enemy. Baba repeatedly says, be very cautious about criminal eyes. In the golden age, there is no question of being stripped. There are no criminal eyes. The eyes become civil. That is a civilian kingdom. At this time, the world is criminal. You souls have now received civil eyes, which continues to work for 21 births. No one becomes criminal there. The Father explains the main thing. Remember the Father and the cycle of 84 births. It is a wonder how the one who becomes Sri Narayan then becomes a lucky chariot at the end. The Father enters him. Therefore, he becomes very lucky. Let the history of 84 births of how Brahma becomes Vishnu and how Vishnu becomes Brahma remain in your intellects. Acha, to you, spiritual, sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and we spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for dharana. First point. Refine your intellect by having remembrance of the Father. Keep your intellect constantly full of this knowledge. Constantly remember the Father and the home, and also remind others to do this. Second point, finish your criminal eyes in this last birth and make them civil. Be very cautious about criminal eyes. Blessing. May you constantly be a destroyer of obstacles and an embodiment of solutions by having the stage of a bestower with the power of accumulation. Explanation. You receive the blessing of being a destroyer of obstacles and an embodiment of solutions on the basis of two things: constantly being aware that you are a child of the bestower and that you have to give to everyone. It is not that you will be loving when you receive regard or love. You have to give. Become an ocean of the power of accumulation for yourself and for everyone who has a connection or relationship with you. Power of accommodation. By having these two specialities, you will be filled with good wishes and pure feelings and become an embodiment of solutions. Slogan. Make truth your companion and your boat will never sink. So make truth your companion. Avyak signal. Experiment on yourself and others with your mind, with the powers of yoga. When you have the natural practice of giving good wishes and auspicious blessings with your mind will remain busy and it will automatically step away from any upheaval that takes place within it. You will then never become disheartened with your efforts as you sometimes do now. There will be magic. Om Shanti. We listen to Baba's Murli and everyone has got the news that Brij Mohan Bhaiji left the body yesterday morning. He was an ancestor soul, tapasvi soul. He took sustenance from Mama, Baba. He did lot of service. So I'll let you know. So I'll let you know the program of cremation. So the body will be brought tonight and will be kept in Pandav Bhavan tomorrow, and you can give your tribute to tomorrow in Pandav Bhavan. On Sunday morning at 11 o'clock, the body will be brought to Museum, Global Hospital, and also Gyan Sarovar. So we all will gather at 12:30 in Gyan Sarovar to give tribute to Bhaiji, and then the body will be taken to Shantivan in Tapasya Dham, and everyone will give tribute to Bhaiji, and then at 4 o'clock the body will be taken to Mukti Dham for the final cremation. At 7 p.m. the bhog will be offered in Shantivan. So on 11th, lunch, dinner, and 12th, breakfast, Pandav Bhavan Nivasis and Sevadaris will have their meals here in Gyansarovar. Om Shanti. Every scene has its own secret in the drama, and the scene opens at its own time. Advanced party tasks are also performing their advanced party is also performing their task in an incognito way. Brij Mohan Bhaiji was involved in this establishment of the new world since childhood, we can say. So Brij Mohan Bhaiji's home was a center at that time. But when other centers opened, so Rajouri Garden and Kamla, so the two main centers were there, but when other centers opened, this was the first center at that time. The books Yogi Life, that how to remain like lotus flower being in the household were written by him. He was in the school and studying, but he got the seed of knowledge from Baba directly and with the company of Gulzar Dadi. So Mohini Ben was sent to him by Baba, and they did Shivratri program, and it was seen that he did lot of service there. He had sanskars from the beginning of service, service and service. Then Baba said, you now have to do this service. So when purity So he was the main author in the Purity magazine, and he used to work from Pandav Bhavan office. And how Baba gave the inspirations, he did that. He had he had good connection with all the ministers of different departments according to Baba's advice. And there were a lot of programs happened with eminent people. I was also involved in some programs, and I have seen practically how eminent people were served. So Baba's jewels, Jagdish Bhai, Nirvair Bhai, Ramesh Bhai, and Anand Bhai and Nirvair Bhai were the pillars of Baba. So whatever Baba gave them plan, they would do that, and Baba would inspire them to do service in Delhi, because Delhi is going to be the land of angels. So government officers in India are so close now, no matter what religions they are from. It's a practical proof. And this is the zeal and enthusiasm of service. And Brij Mohan Bhai, even though he knew all the eminent people, he never went alone. He would always went with the sisters. So Baba gave advice that you keep the Shaktis ahead, and he would always do that. And he would stay with brothers with cooperation as well. He was a general secretary after Nirvair Bhaiji left the body. He He was in Ahmedabad hospital for a long time. He used to write inspirations from there and also from Delhi, whatever thoughts he had in his mind. When I came back from UK visit, I I I met him, and at that time he was fine. He was doing okay. He he held my hand and he did not he just wanted to hold my hand, and he gave drishti to Sucharita as well. His thought was such that I want to go to Madhuban, but his condition was not such that he could come. So some days back it it was felt that whenever he feels good, we will bring him to Madhuban, but he is now in Baba's lap. His final cremation will be here. You all must have heard the news. So many government officers have also arrived because of this global summit, are also here. So this soul must have special connection with this, with all of them. So now we remember Baba and give him the Sakash of yoga. Om Shanti.